stablecoins and crypto generally. Like they
try to shake me out, but
When things seem the worst is often when the market does what you least expect it to do, correct?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I think right now, if we asked any investor, they can list all the reasons why they're worried.
But I think all of the smartest bank CEOs right now, the large banks, et cetera, are leaning into stablecoins and crypto generally. Like they
try to shake me out, but I was born ready. Dropping down the price, then I be getting plenty. They want all your bags and they want all them empty.
XRP's following gold here. Cup and handle target. Many fresh new millionaires will be made in the next 90 days. Lock in and load up while you still have some time. Watch your guru. Meanwhile, Justin, Bitcoin crashes under 69K after President Trump threatens to obliterate Iran's power plants if Strait of Hormuz is not open within 48 hours. Breaking Senate Banking Committee chairman says, let's get it done for the American people.
If you attend a John Ossoff rally in Georgia, he requires an ID to get into his rally. But he will not, along with every other Democrat, support having an ID to vote. Overwhelming majorities in South Carolina and Georgia support having an ID to vote. Actually, what we hear from the Democrats is a throwback to old years when they talk about race in Jim Crow 2.0. The truth is that over 80% of Hispanics agree with an ID to vote. 75% plus African Americans agree with an ID to vote. The one thing this is not is about separating people. This is about making it easier to vote and harder to cheat. Let's get it done for the American people.
Breaking giant bank Barclays CEO says banks must move into crypto and stablecoins. Crypto stablecoins are all important platforms. Banks are going mainstream soon.
We've been having this discussion about, the Clarity Act and the Genius Act and why the Clarity Act is getting held up in the Senate right now, and whether or not crypto platforms should be able to pay customers rewards if they take their money out of traditional banks and put them in crypto platforms. How are you fending off these fintech competitors right now? And what is your take on the future of crypto in that regard?
One of the things, Maria, we've been speaking about today at our earnings and with analysts is how much we're investing in technology. So when we think about fintechs, they've made the user experience really good. They've taken pain points out, and they help people move money, and especially in payments, pay people. And of course, now it's broadening into digital assets, including crypto and stablecoin. Banks have to get the same kind of investments in technology to make it easy for their customers and to make it easy for them to interact with us. Our US consumer bank is almost virtually digital. We don't have a single bank branch, and we serve customers on deposits, on their credit cards, and then soon on direct loans digitally. And when it comes to crypto, stablecoin are all important part of the new digital asset platform. And I think it's important both for banks and for the fintech companies to work together in a proper regulated way to make sure that the consumers get the best out of these assets, but to get it safely.
Cypress X, the DTCC, is tokenizing U.S. Treasuries, tokenizing the Russell 1000 stocks, tokenizing liquid ETFs.
Right. So the no action letter that we received from the SEC allows us to tokenize U.S. Treasuries, all the stocks in the Russell 1000, and most liquid ETFs. And the reason why we selected those is because it's it's a very broad range of tradable and usable securities, but to do it in a way where we weren't going to open up the entire 100 trillion, but a substantial portion of it. So that was the first piece. But then in terms of who is going to use it, the starting point will be our members. Our members members will have access to the assets that they have in traditional form and will allow us, and we have a process that we've built so that they can create the tokenized versions of them with the full utility and the same legal rights and recourses that you have with the traditional assets. And that's really important. And so we're going through, I would say that in terms of adoption, we're going to do it in a measured way where we're not going to open the floodgates all at once. We're going to have a measured approach so that we can be successful and that our clients and the market at large can be successful.
What's slowing down the Clarity Act is because big banks are doing everything they can to stop the crypto legislation.
The big banks have been an absolute monopoly over our financial system for years. You and I have joked about it 1,000 times. Why can't you send a wire transfer past 5 o'clock on a Friday afternoon? You know why? Because the big banks would love to take hundreds of billions of dollars and have it sit there and clip interest off of it over the course of a long weekend, as opposed to letting you just efficiently move that money using modern day technology, and have it in a separate wallet 2 seconds later. They want to be able to use their money. They want to be able to arbitrage their money. And so, the big banks are doing everything they can to stop some of the crypto legislation for obvious reasons. Why?
XRP is clearly shaking the system, although the smartest banks are already all in on crypto.
But I think all of the smartest bank CEOs right now, the large banks, et cetera, are leaning into stablecoins and crypto generally. Like they're integrating stablecoin rails because they're faster, cheaper. They can save them money with SWIFT fees and move their client funds around faster. They're also using crypto to tokenize their various funds and assets. And then they're providing crypto trading to their clients, like in their high net worth clients and things like that who want access to these assets.
Altcoin Daily, Tom Lee explains why you should still be bullish, extra bullish on crypto and stocks in 2026 despite the Iran war. It's all a distraction to shake you out.
When things seem the worst is often when the market does what you least expect it to do, correct?
Yeah, that's right. I think right now, if we asked any investor, they can list all the reasons why they're worried and what could go wrong. And that's what gets priced in very quickly. But we have to know that that's counterbalanced with opportunities have always emerged. Whether when we look at the last 8 major war events, the market was always bottoming very early into the conflict. As much as the war is creating obviously a huge short-term setback and a lot of uncertainty, including effects on monetary policy, ultimately wars are going to be good for the U.S. economy and the U.S. stock market. So I think as we get towards the end of the year, the market stops thinking less about the crisis element of this and more on the opportunity.
Meanwhile, he just found out the gold-plated chip on your SIM card is actually real gold. Meanwhile, just in 240 billion liquidated from the crypto market in the past 15 minutes. The great shakeout before the next great breakout. XRP blow off top incoming 223, 322. Joe Cats 132 will blow your mind. 589. How high can XRP go when you realize 589 is way too low and XRP is going way higher? XRP follows gold here. Gold on the left, cup and handle, explosion. XRP, cup and handle, loading, explosion. Target, 36. Many fresh new millionaires will be made in the next 90 days. Lock in. Glitches. April showers brings May flowers. April equals U.S. Senate Banking Committee markup vote on the Clarity Act. U.S. Senate procedural vote and the floor vote and pass the Clarity Act. May equals President Trump signed the Crypto Market Structure Bill Clarity Act into law. The best is still yet to come. And a reminder, it can't be dirt cheap. Gold can replace the Phoenix Rising. Double digits is inevitable. Let's watch the math play out. It can't be dirt cheap. That doesn't make sense. If XRP costs $1, they need 1 million XRP, which would cost 1 million. If XRP costs $1 million, they need 1 XRP, which again would cost $1 million. 1222, 322, Mr. Pool, shock and awe. The plans that Ripple has for XRP are moving faster and faster, and I know you all see it. It's a shame that so many don't even know what's happening, and they'll be surely left behind. But the longer they take, the higher we keep climbing. on that XRP. Richless, appreciate you stopping by, tuning in for another Moon O'Clock News update. Smash the likes and subscribers on the way out to help boost those algos. Check the links in the description. We'll see you at the tippy top. Later. Glitches.
When things seem the worst is often when the market does what you least expect it to do, correct?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I think right now, if we asked any investor, they can list all the reasons why they're worried.
But I think all of the smartest bank CEOs right now, the large banks, et cetera, are leaning into stablecoins and crypto generally. Like
They try to shake me out, but I was born ready. Dropping down the price, then I be getting plenty. They want all
days. Lock in and handle target. Many fresh new millionaires will be made in the next 90 days. Lock in and load up while you still have some time. Watch your guru. Meanwhile, Justin, Bitcoin crashes under 69K after President Trump threatens to obliterate Iran's power plants if Strait of Hormuz is not open within 48. Hours. Breaking Senate Banking Committee chairman says, let's get it done for the American people.
If you attend a John Ossoff rally in Georgia, he requires an ID to get into his rally for the American people.
All important platforms. Banks are going mainstream on crypto soon.
We've been having this discussion about, the Clarity Act and